They told you that money is earned through endless struggle. But what if I tell you, Neville Goddard believed wealth begins in imagination before it shows up in the world. This is how it unfolds when you realize that your outer life is nothing but a mirror of your inner assumptions. This is where the illusion deepens, because society insists that money is scarce. Yet Neville taught that consciousness creates abundance. This is why it matters that your inner dialogue is rich, because it plants seeds that grow into prosperity. This is how wealth is assumed inwardly before it manifests outwardly. This is where the turning point comes when you finally accept that feeling wealthy is the key to becoming wealthy. This is how freedom announces itself, when you no longer chase, but live in the end of already having. This is where circumstances lose power because assumption bends reality to obey your state. This is why gratitude multiplies abundance, acting as proof that you already possess what you desire. This is how the bridge of incidents unfolds, guiding you step by step into prosperity. This is where doubts dissolve because faith in imagination is stronger than facts. This is how destiny is rewritten when you stop struggling and start assuming. This is why patience is power, because the harvest always follows the seed of belief. This is how every story of success proves the law at work. This is where struggle ends, because the law of assumption takes over effortlessly. This is how the unseen becomes seen, moving from imagination into form. This is why Neville said, "Assume it and it's yours," because the mind is the true creator. This is how you discover that wealth is a state, not a pursuit. This is where the secret is revealed. Your consciousness is the treasure you've been chasing. This is how Neville's teaching answers the question. Wealth is always a state of mind first. But that was only the beginning, because Neville also showed that wealth is freedom, not just accumulation. Can you imagine living in a state where money no longer controls you, but simply serves you effortlessly? This is how it unfolds when you accept that wealth is measured by freedom of thought, action, and choice. This is where the illusion deepens, because most equate wealth with possessions instead of possibilities. This is why it matters that Neville framed money as a symbol of inner sovereignty. This is how abundance multiplies when gratitude saturates your inner dialogue. This is where proof arrives in testimonies of students who applied his teaching and transformed their lives. This is how the subconscious assumptions as facts and turns them into reality. This is why struggle becomes unnecessary when imagination is your workshop. This is how the harvest is guaranteed when seed time is spent in assumption and faith. This is where the shift happens as you realize you are not chasing money, you are embodying wealth.